Chat, I don't know what the fuck is happening. Did somebody swat us?
When we go to Discovery and I drop hundreds of screenshots and videos and texts and Reddit posts and all this evidence showing that WhatNot should have either known or had a very good idea that certain people were committing crimes, doing bad things, and they did nothing to stop it or very little, and they allowed it.
Today, we're going to talk about two big stories. The first is a new problem PSA might have. It revolves around their slabs. There are some videos going around right now of slabs being opened perfectly, no damage to the slab. You could easily reseal the slab with something else in it. So we'll get into that story. Our second story is a big WhatNot streamer who was arrested a few days back while streaming. A very interesting story. But first, I think the easiest way to do this is look at the PSA problem, take a look at the video circulating, and we'll look at it here. Okay, so you'll see in this video, this is a Pokemon card, and he's using its fast forward sped up, but he's using a bottle opener to pry the sides, and he's able to get the card out without damaging the slab, without cracking the slab. There's no problems. And we'll see this in another video where it's not sped up and it's a sports card. The person that made the Pokemon video got the idea from this DS17 collector on Instagram, and he doesn't have a big following. What is it? It's 740 followers, so he's not a huge name, but only one comment. By the way, it's in German, what he wrote, and then below in English. And the only comment is by Mr. Minty, and he says, nice job. And Mr. Minty, I believe, does like cleaning supplies. And of course, Mr. Minty would love this. But let's just take a look. He says, PSA slab breakup for everyone. He's going to use this bottle opener to crack the slabs. And what is that? Mike Conley numbered to 10. And he's prying open the corners. And he's going to do it with each corner with the bottle opener. And again, is this staged? And I'm reading Reddit, and Reddit mentions, no, the new PSA stuff is really hard to get open. The new PSA stuff's a pain, but this is supposed to be a new slab, one of the more flexible ones. I also read on Reddit, maybe it's a bad batch, but there he gets it open perfectly. The card is now, you take it out, and you have the use of this slab now, no problem. So, I mean, this is a semi-issue. If you could even do this with some slabs, it's not good. That is, and again, is it real? Is it unreal? But according to DS17 collectors, is a new way to crack a slab with the bottle opener. And I just don't understand why this hasn't been shown on any other card channels, why no other card channels have found this. I find it just back to the stay in your lane, repetitive, shill, be lazy island. And I don't know why I haven't seen a video like this in the sports card channel talking about these slabs that can be pried open with bottle openers. And there is some pushback to it happening on Reddit, that it's just a bad batch, or maybe you can only do this with certain ones. I see a lot of comments that the new slabs are very tough to crack, but maybe you're trying the wrong method. Have you used a bottle opener on the new slabs? I don't know. But maybe a easier. Now, this is not a good thing, because if you were able to do this, it's not the same as cracking a slab and busting it and not having, now you have a fresh PSA slab with the certification, with the barcode, and all you got to do is stick a lesser grade card, a fake card, something else in that slab. So this is a problem. This could, or it definitely could be a problem. And people want to call me a hater, or all I am is negative. But how about just informing people? How about just saying, hey, this is going on. These videos have been out there. It's good research. It's good insight to what's happening. And hopefully this doesn't become a problem. Hopefully this is not a real thing. However, just recently, within the past week, these videos have been circulating. The community already has its issues with PSA, raising prices, longer turnaround times, not enough employees. It's kind of a scam bait, or I don't want to say a scam, but you never know. They have so much control in what grade they give you, that this is just something else that they don't need. None of us need slabs being able to be broken open easily.
We good?
Our next story takes place on WhatNot, and WhatNot's been in the news in the sports card world because last week they had regulations sent down or put out that they're going to do on mystery packs and mystery products. And maybe that came from somewhere else because just a few days ago, live while he's streaming, now this person, Cool Kicks, he has 2 million subscribers on YouTube. This is not a small channel. It's not a small person. It's a very big public person. I watch some of Rami's shoe stuff. I'm not a big shoe collector or anything like that, but it's entertaining. It's interesting. The guy's entertaining. And this is his guy. This is the guy getting arrested is his dude. Let's play some footage now.
Chat? What the fuck was that?
Oh, wait. Germ said don't do that.
What is that? Here? Chat? I don't know. What the fuck just happened? Did somebody swat us? I'll be back, chat. Is it really? Is it a prank?
No. Yeah, Germ did.
Now, the timing's a little suspicious. First, we get regulation on mystery product and mystery packs. The following, 5 days later, LAPD with a huge force there. This is not a small couple cops. There's 8 cop cars there. It's a big deal. There's guns pointed. And so, if what we hear, what the rumors are, it's counterfeit. Maybe they're selling counterfeit stuff, and they're pretty big to be doing that. Now, Rami came out in his video, and I'll play it for in a second, saying it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with stolen goods and this and this. And I don't know. I mean, that's what he says. Who knows what's going to come out? But could this escalate to more WhatNot sellers? Are we going to see WhatNot actually crack down on some of their nefarious sellers or things that don't seem right? But WhatNot has now been in the news over the past week in sports cards for the regulation. 5 days later, a big, huge YouTuber, a huge WhatNot seller, a huge live seller gets arrested. That's a big story.
They don't want to go into what's called discovery mode. Discovery mode is evidence. If they want to start filing lawsuits or silencing people, absolutely, please try. I beg somebody to try because they got to go to discovery. And when we go to discovery and I drop hundreds of screenshots and videos and texts and Reddit posts and all this evidence showing that WhatNot should have either known or had a very good idea that certain people were committing crimes, doing bad things, and they did nothing to stop it or very little, and they allowed it, well, they're going to have themselves a whole nother set of problems in the course of a counter lawsuit. I'm just going to leave it at that because it is high time that something is done about all these scammers. And hopefully this is the beginning of the end, and hopefully WhatNot gets shut down by 3-letter agencies. And if they don't, I hope that those agencies come in and put a stop to what they're allowing and that they make them sell the company or get in line. Clean it up, fix it, or stop being greedy and just collecting money off of all this criminal activity. Because that's what's happening. This could be considered RICO in my opinion. Anyhow, these are all my opinions. They're all alleged. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the fact that another...
Alright you guys, there's a lot of stuff circulating on the internet right now. I'm sure a lot of you guys have questions, and I can't really speak too much on the situation as of now, but yes, the Cool Kicks warehouse got raided. Not our store on Melrose, our warehouse got raided. I can't really speak too much on the situation, but one thing I can assure you guys is the situation has nothing to do with some fake shoes or selling fake sneakers or counterfeit items. That has literally nothing to do with the situation whatsoever. I see everybody trying to say Cool Kicks sells fakes, and we've been selling fakes for years. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the statement that we posted on the Cool Kicks page on the screen. If you guys want to pause and read that, go ahead. But yeah guys, the situation is pretty much involving a bunch of sneakers that were bought that are believed to have been stolen. Like I said, I really can't speak much on the situation right now, but one thing I can say is don't believe everything you guys see on the internet.
Now, it is illegal to buy stolen products. You cannot buy stolen products. That is a felony actually. And maybe they can fight in court saying they didn't know, and maybe they didn't know. Allegedly, I'm just saying, not saying they allegedly know, or if they knew or did not know, whatever the case is. So they're gonna have to fight on court saying that probably that they didn't know. How are they gonna prove that? They can have to show receipts, who they paid, stuff like that. And then they're just gonna go down a whole big rabbit hole just on, if they have to go through that. Because if they can't prove it, it's gonna be really tough to, Like if you have like hundreds of pair of one shoes, it's gonna be some questioning. Like, how'd you get all these? You know, you can't just go up to a Foot Locker and buy all of them, because usually, I mean, I guess they could, but just saying, like, you can't go on certain items. You can't just buy all of it in one place at a store, unless it's somehow some backdoor deals or someone has a deal of having multiple pairs. That's usually how it goes. You know, they usually have a seller that they buy from.
The question here is WhatNot going to get dragged into legal liability for enabling shady and garbage sellers and not really having a good vetting process? And both of these stories have to, and really a lot of the stuff in the sports card world, at least from my end, have to do with trust, have to do with a little shady stuff going on, maybe funny numbers, and just unfortunately, possibly people getting scammed. The hobby is supposed to be authentic, and if you have slab companies and also people selling the stuff that are shady or doing nefarious things, well, you know, that's not good. Now, again, as far as my further research, Rami's saying it's just on stolen goods. That's interesting. You're going to get arrested at gunpoint for dealing with, well, how much in money and stolen goods are we talking about? And did this Cool Kicks guy know? So it'll be a very interesting story to follow, and there'll be plenty on YouTube about it. In conclusion, I want to say, if you can crack slabs with a bottle opener, that's a huge vulnerability in PSA grading slabs or in all slabs. And if big resellers can get raided midstream, well, that's a wake-up call to the secondary market and resellers. And you as a viewer, I'm sure most of you don't use WhatNot, but the best way to do this is just don't use the platform or any of these shady reselling platforms, or push for better vetting or better guarantees, because that's the only way any of this stuff is going to take care of itself. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you have not. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.
Oh my God, Rome! Oh my God!
Wait a minute, what? Is that what I think that is?
Jordan rookie. That's the Jordan rookie. That's the one you're going for. Is that the Grail? Rome. That's the huge
dude, is that the Grail?
That is the Grail. You just hit the Grail.
Dude, did I just nail the Grail?
You just hit the Grail.
Did I just nail the Grail? The Grail that I've been chasing since I met you weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Is that not the Grail?
That is the Grail, Rome. That's the Grail.
Holy bleep. Tell me about the Grail.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, a.k.a. Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.